Second point were the early accounts that we have. I used to think that the idea that Jesus rose from the dead was a myth, a legend that grew up in the many decades after his life. But what I found is we have incredibly early historical support for the resurrection. Not only is it in all four Gospels, but even prior to that, we have preserved for us a creed recited by the earliest Christians. And this creed is preserved for us by the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 15, verses 3 and following. And what does it say? It says that Jesus died. Why? For our sins. He was buried. He was resurrected on the third day. And then it mentions the names of eyewitnesses, including skeptics whose lives were changed 180 degrees because they encountered the resurrected Jesus. Now, John, this creed of the church has been dated back by scholars from a wide range of theological belief to as early as 2 to 5 years after the life of Jesus. And of course, the beliefs must precede the making up of the creed. Therefore, they go right back to the cross itself. So we don't have some legend that grew up in the many decades later. We have a news flash from ancient history.
Yeah.
In fact, Ian Sherwin-White, the great classical historian from Oxford University, did a study at the rate at which legend grew up in the ancient world. And he determined that the passage of 2 generations of time was not even enough for legend to wipe out a solid core of historical truth. Well, we don't have the passage of 2 generations of time here. We have something that goes right back to the event itself. This is incredibly powerful historical evidence that it is true that Jesus did return from the dead.